To us every day, we're moving as quickly as possible to make sure President Trump, Secretary Noem have made it a priority to be more transparent than the previous administrations, and we are working to do that every day. Yes, everybody that is in this country illegally is a criminal, and so we are processing them through the immigration courts, the due process, to make sure that we get them through the courts, through the DOJ process, and then from there they will be deported, turning the outcome of those cases.
Certainly the focus is on criminal immigrants, but we've certainly seen some stories where mothers who have either overstayed visas or have shown up for a regular appointment and they got a deportation order and with no criminal history, so that person along with their child is deported. And we've seen a bunch of instances where men may reference as collateral. Can you speak to that, man? Mothers with no criminal history, infant, child, or babies are being deported, and is that how the process is supposed to work?
Look, I stand by what we've said since day one, since January 20th. If you are in this country illegally, you are a criminal. We have zero tolerance for criminal aliens in this country. As far as a conversation about children, I think the real conversation we should be having is about the 500,000 children that the Biden administration allowed to come unaccompanied across the border, that President Trump has made a priority to get them back home with their families.
Friday, a judge had reiterated that there was a stay, that there was 50 arrests that apparently were made while with a U.S. citizen up in Tallahassee on a violation of a federal order. We hear you kind of take a jab at the due process and judicial, but
it's not taking a jab. It's just, you can't have effective immigration enforcement if you have elaborate procedures that you have to go through. It is not punishment to be removed from this country. If you're going to be punished, then you get the full panoply of due process. But these are not punishments that are being rendered. It is just the consequence of being here illegally. Now, in terms of this judge, we are not at all surprised. We knew that they would go in and do that. The legislature structured that state law in a way that was different from Texas and some of the others that have run into problems. So we actually feel confident that we'll ultimately be vindicated on that. It should be a crime to enter the state of Florida illegally. We have police power to be able to do that. That does not undercut or interfere with federal efforts. In fact, if anything, that buttresses federal efforts.
How do you guys plan to detain these people that can already existing